Welcome to the amazing digital circus where you can have a hell of a time and reach a new existential level by discovering all the hidden details and secrets in your new life inside a computer. Get your new name by hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel, and turning on notifications. Let's see, what did you get? Here you have 25 secrets of the amazing digital circus Chapter 1. At the beginning of Chapter 1, Pomni will remember absolutely nothing. Not where she comes from, not her likes, and not even her name. That's why Kane helps her choose a new name with a random name generator machine. The result is Pomni, which in Russian means remember, a reference to how Pomni doesn't remember her real name. Before Pomni, you can read other words like XDDCC and PNCMM. Although they appear to be random letters, it has been discovered that applying a Caesar cipher to these words reveals the words "get out," warning of how dangerous a digital circus can be. During the intro of the amazing digital circus, you can see some objects floating in the air, and in addition to glitching, one of them hides a secret. It's this teapot. In the world of computing, this cooking tool became the first complex computerized object in history. This teapot has appeared in many places over the years, such as a Windows screensaver or in the movie Toy Story. Its impact on history has been so great that this same teapot appears in the digital circus as a tribute to the origins of 3D animation. In the hallway of the digital circus, you can see the rooms of all the characters who live there, or rather, those who are forced to live there. There's Pomni's, Ragathas, Jax's, Gangle's, Kinger's, Zubal's, and Kaufmo's rooms. But there's more. If you pay attention to this scene, you'll discover a bunch of characters that have already been abstracted. A chess piece named Queenie, a yellow dog, a purple dinosaur, an anteater, a pink cyclops, a yellow clown rabbit, and another clown. It's normal to see so many clowns. After all, this is a circus. You can also find two blurry characters that are difficult to identify, and my favorite, a blue sock dog that I named Bluey. It seems that all these characters lost their sanity and ended up being abstracted, something that was shown during Chapter 1 with Kaufmo. The scene where Pomni opens several doors is a nod to the animated series Courage the Cowardly Dog, where Courage opens several apartment doors and finds horrible things. Traveling at the speed of light through the digital circus can cause collateral damage, and Pomni suffers firsthand, puking a strange silvery liquid. It's unclear what it is, but what we do know is that the texture used to recreate this puke belongs to Metal Mario from Super Mario 64. Exactly, the same texture that simulates Mario's metallic appearance in the Nintendo 64 game has been used to recreate digital vomit. What's even more curious is that Bubble, Kane's pet, closely resembles the Chain Chomps from the Super Mario Bros. Series and will clean up the Metal Mario puke with its tongue. When Zubal manages to escape from the belly of the Gloink Queen, Kinger asks her this.
You didn't experience a game show in there, did you?
A reference to another Goose Works series called Little Runmo, where the protagonist Runmo is eaten by a beast and has to pull a roulette wheel inside its stomach. According to the creators in an interview, the Gloink Queen is inspired by the Empress Ball Blacks from the Pikmin series by Nintendo. If you've played Super Mario World, the main song of the amazing digital circus will surely sound suspiciously familiar. Exactly! The animated series pays homage to Super Mario World's overworld theme by replicating part of its melody. The soundtrack of the amazing digital circus was mainly inspired by the music of snipper clips. A Nintendo Switch game where you cooperate with friends to solve puzzles by cutting them like paper. Pomni's face is very expressive, even mimicking well-known internet memes. The picture in her room imitates SpongeBob's sad expression. In this scene, she looks just like Shinji from the Evangelion anime. This is a bit odd, but the creators thought it was important to emphasize it. None of the characters in the amazing digital circus, none of them have None, not even Bluey. This was mentioned on X by Gooseworks, the series creator, who, in case you didn't know, also composed the music for Hazbin Hotel. And speaking of characters, although Gooseworks initially wanted to keep the characters' ages a secret, they eventually had to be revealed because fans were very insistent. In order of age, Kinger is 48, Ragatha is 30, Gangle is 26, Pomni is 25, and both Jax and Zubul are 22. The Amazing Digital Circus hides subtle references to Christianity. In addition to the official concept art where Pomni is crucified or Kinger has a cross on his head, Cain's name may refer to Cain and Abel, the brothers in the biblical story where Cain, out of jealousy, killed his brother Abel. The clearest reference is at the end of the episode, where Pomni is seated in the center of a table eating with her friends, just like Jesus was shown in Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper. There's an alternate version of the main theme shared on YouTube by Kevin Temmer.
Surprise, don't touch that door, there's so much more.
The video explains that it's a version sung by various team members, but was ultimately discarded. When Cain is giving Pomni a tour of the digital circus, there's a moment when he collapses and freezes. The text in his eyes belongs to a computer BIOS. When Ragatha glitches, what you see on her face is a classic game called Pong. Each character in the Amazing Digital Circus has a unique personality, and that extends to how they walk, move, or run. In this video, shared by animator Kevin Temmer, you can see how the main characters walk. For example, Pomni has different poses while running. Ragatha moves like a doll handled by a child. Gangle seems to be dragging a big sadness. Jax walks fast but elegantly, and Kinger walks almost like a chess piece. This character is the easiest to animate because his legs are hidden. Before the pilot's release, the main characters were introduced through very short clips in vertical format. Each of them says their name, but the curious thing is that there are two clips that are connected because they happen at the same time. Both Bubbles and Kinger's presentations occur simultaneously. Cain's name is actually an acronym standing for Creative Artificial Intelligence Network Entity. If you've ever seen Pomni with a unicorn horn, you might have wondered why. This is because before the pilot episode's release, some silly comics were shared of Pomni with a unicorn horn to promote the series. This became so popular on the internet that it became a meme. How did Pomni arrive at the Amazing Digital Circus? Her memories as a human barely survived her arrival at the circus, but she knows it's not her place, nor her body. At the end of the episode, it's shown that everything takes place inside a computer in an office, and the most striking thing is the virtual reality headset next to her. This implies that Pomni's consciousness, or a copy of it, was transferred to the digital circus, leaving her body behind and trapping her with Cain and the rest of the characters. A sort of limbo where she's doomed to wander aimlessly until she loses her mind and becomes a mass of corrupted data, dying digitally in the process. Regarding the office where the Amazing Digital Circus is located, the creators have admitted that they were inspired by the video game The Stanley Parable to design it. Also, the book and game I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream greatly influenced the series, where a super intelligent computer wiped out humanity and left 5 people alive to torture them in a bunker maze. The name of the CNA company caught the attention of the series viewers, and no, it's not referring to the clothing brand with the same name. The most widespread theory is that it belongs to both Cain and his brother or partner, allegedly named Abel. It's believed that, just like in the Bible, Cain betrayed A out of jealousy, taking over the rights to the circus and everything in it. Some voices in the Amazing Digital Circus might sound familiar. For example, Queen Gloink has been voiced by Elsie Lovelock, the same actress who brought Mommy Longlegs to life in Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. Michael Kovac is Jax's voice, though he was also Angel's voice in Hazbin Hotel. And Bubble is actually Gooseworks, the creator of the Amazing Digital Circus. The design of the amazing Digital Circus cast is influenced by a lot of cultural references. Ragatha's appearance is a reference to the animated film Raggedy Ann and Andy, a musical adventure. The idea for Jax comes from the character Poppy in the series Poppy the Performer. Gangle is inspired by Mel Pomni and Talia, the theatrical muses representing tragedy and comedy. Zubal's design was influenced by Zolo Agogo toys, and Kinger is a chess piece, specifically the one representing the king. Scott Cawthon had doubts about the gender of the animatronic Mangle in Five Nights at Freddy's, and Gooseworks had to deal with something similar. Many fans wondered if Zubal was a boy or a girl, something even the creator herself didn't know, as she noted in this sketch that the character isn't identified by either gender, so they'd be non-binary. Moreover, Zubal doesn't have a fixed form, as their body will change throughout the series. In the amazing Digital Circus pilot teaser, Kane takes a brief tour of the circus facilities. Behind one of the curtains, a Windows screensaver with pipes is briefly visible, but the interesting part is this hallway scene. If you look closely at the background, you'll see Kaufmo's abstracted leg peeking out. Pomni's design was slightly changed before the release of the amazing Digital Circus's first episode. At first, her right glove was going to be blue, and the left one red. This can be seen in promotional art before the release and in the series' first teaser, but it was eventually modified to create more contrast in the character's look. In the pilot credits, you can see artwork of the old Pomni that they forgot to modify. The Wacky Watch that Kane promotes during his date with Bubble has a real website dedicated to it. If you visit this website, you will see a Wacky Watch with exclusive content from the series. As new chapters are released, new content related to the amazing Digital Circus's story is revealed, with interesting insights or stranger things like Pomni trying unsuccessfully to sleep. Check out the next show of secrets and hidden details with these videos we leave here. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next ones. Thanks for watching. See you next time.